Hello, this is my first video, and I've tried to do this for so long, tried to get the courage up to make one of these videos. I have several of them, I guess I'm making, but this is going to be the first one that I post. Um, so I guess I should start off by introducing myself. My name is property that I own. My name is, I go by Andy, but my full name is Andrew Vondenheuvel. And like I said, that's property I own. I got it copyrighted, so there's that. But what I wanted to get into, and it's kind of a big thing that just uh, made me make this video, is just like, if you're not going to do it, when are you going to do it? Well, the time is now. There's no other time that it ever will be. It's now. If not now, when? So I'm doing it now. And this police brutality, rioting, overthrowing cities, and stuff like that. I'm what is it? They're defunding the police, wanting to defund the police, which I think is great. It's a useful boycott, because what I want to get into in this video is why these cops are, you know, police brutality for, what was it, a fake $20 bill or something? I don't know. I don't really follow the news. I'm kind of out of the loop as all that. I have my own little sources that I get uh, news from, like Gematria News Effect, you know, pages like that, to where they kind of decode the riddles and stuff that um, the deep state communicate to each other by. But whatever. Check that channel out. It's very interesting, and it might blow your mind into thinking like, "Holy crap, something really is going on here." And there is. I'm telling you that there is. We all are feeling it right now. But what these cops' motives are, they're not to protect you. You might say, "Oh, the Constitution," just kiss all that goodbye. You are in charge of you. Like this next presidency or this next election, I'm saying, don't vote. Don't vote. You vote with your actions. Anybody can say anything and do and say and get you to believe anything. Don't vote. Vote for yourself. Vote for yourself as ruler of your own life. 90% of you out there, I believe, don't want to hurt anybody. Don't want to cause no harm. You want to go to your job. You want to, have dinner. Whatever the cultural life you want to have, you can have, as long as you're not causing any harm to anybody. I don't see a problem in it, honestly. And these cops are out there to start trouble. That's what they're doing. That's what the rulers, the deep state people, that's what this whole civil war, you might as well call it a civil war if these things are really as bad as they say they are, the riots and defunding police. We got to have some type of morality to it, because a lot of these cops, they've been brainwashed into protecting this structure. So you got to keep that in mind too. They're not the smartest people anyways. Why would you want a job that you have to wear a bulletproof vest for? And why are you wearing a bulletproof vest if you're not out looking for trouble? You know, I don't run around with a bulletproof vest. No government is trying to protect me in that sense, is giving me um, my own um, armory. I don't have weapons. I don't have guns. I really wish I did sometimes. I mean, other than just being American and wanting to shoot and having that type of feeling when you do shoot. I've shot and had guns before, but that's besides the point. Um, but what's going on here is that these cops, they are not part of America. Yeah, you are funding them through your tax money. So if you don't want them, don't pay taxes either. Don't vote, don't pay taxes, don't be a United States citizen. Because that's where these cops have jurisdiction over you. They may be powerful and push you around and stuff like that. They can. But this is where the change has to happen, is here and here. Your ways of thinking. We don't have to go out and cause violence. We don't have to burn cities down. We don't have to go out and cause trouble and make a whole bunch of people that are scared thinking that we need cops for this reason. And I think a lot of you people don't want that. You would rather them not be there because for the simple reason there would be no one there to enforce policies. The police are um, enforcing the policies that this government makes, and we'll get into a lot more of this stuff as I get a little more organized and a little more better at this and things. But what's going on is that our police and military are not here to protect and serve the common United States citizen that thinks they're an American. They think that these two are one and the same. They're not. And I know some of this stuff gets a little bit heady and it dips into a spiritual type aspect of it. And when I say spiritual, I'm just talking like a metaphysical, into your thoughts, your way of thinking, um, things like that. Well, this book right here is Chicago Manual of Style, the 16th edition. And I learned this from a man named Romley Stewart. He's got a great channel that gets deeper into this stuff than I'm going to in this video, but he talks about it. So I'm just kind of reiterating what he's said and done, but I bought the book because there is proof in here that his channel is called Glossa, or something like that, Glosses. So I bought the book and did the research as far as, you know, figuring out where the total capital letters comes from. And, this is the essential guide for readers, editors, and publishers. The people in your courthouses, the people making the banners, not necessarily making them, but designing them to the depths, they know this stuff. So if you look at the side of any police car, any government agency, any bill that you get, your driver's license, any type that will deal in a fictional world, and it's in all capital letters. And in this book here, it is in the foreign languages section. So when you start thinking about that, and you look at the side of all these police vehicles, all the military, the United States Army, it's in all capital letters, or it's a logo. Because that's how it exists. It only exists in that of itself, the name itself. And then we get manipulated through propaganda, media, whatever, however, it brainwashes us. This is how brainwashing works, is they produce an idea, and then they promote that idea, and then they get people to think that that's the idea of freedom or whatever. But you see what I'm saying? It's all ideas. So all these are internal in our ways of thinking, because we can just as much say that is true or that isn't true, or I want to live like that or I don't want to live like that. Which, by all means, you're right. But when it comes down to getting to vote and saying a mob rule or a majority rules over another man, so now um, they can't sell red peppers on the street corner anymore. Well, whatever it may be. But that's where the whole policy thing comes in, because these are fabrications. They're made up out of thought. They only exist in contemplation and your consent and your way of. We back it. We've been backing it for a long time. And when I started discovering this, I wanted to figure out ways of how can I get out of this? How can I really exempt myself from being part of the problem? And this book just kind of took it to a different level as far as it being a gloss and uh, American Sign Language. In this, it's 11.147 is where you can really start getting in depth of it. You might be able to Google search it. My video's not very well, and like I said, I'm not too privy on um, editing and making these videos. This is my first one. All I have is a webcam and this. There's no, I have no script. I have nothing, um, no organization. I just want to get on here and kind of journal and see what the comments are like and see what type of people are getting this type of feed. And I think defunding all of these branches that are working as a foreign language to the English, because this is English. It's in Chicago, from Chicago, and um, it just being nothing that we've ever been taught before. So if you look at your court papers, if you're involved in any type of court matters, I really suggest you going through Romley Stewart's page, because he gets in and really analyzes things and breaks it down. Another one is Raymond Karchevsky. He wrote this book, Journey Beyond Thought, Breaking the Bonds of a Conditioned Mind. That's where I really started learning about mind control. Not really started learning about it. I learned a lot of that through Mark Passio and his work, but Raymond called into Mark's show, and from there I just started following Raymond, listening to what he had to say, and I eventually ordered his book, and it's amazing. And when I did email Raymond about this, he also recommended that he sent me the e-copy of it for free, but recommending this book, the Cracking the Code third edition. I'm sure there may be more editions by now or updates on a lot of this, but uh, this is what was really helping me get exempt from the chaos that I found myself in, the lie that I was living. We all think we're living lives. We're not living lives. We're living lies. And all of our lives matter. Not black, not white. I mean, we all matter here. We all have a role in this structure we're building. What we're building, we don't know, but wouldn't you like to know? So then you have an idea of how your life's going to have a little bit more control of your life. I sure would. But anyways, I just really wanted to make this video to I've already explained it. To see who I'm speaking with, to uh, why these things are going on, and maybe it'll encourage some more people to start making videos on what they truly think about the idea of boycotting um, all these systems, and really start getting into the the truth of things, which is what we live every moment of every day. It's the only um, moment that exists and ever will exist is right now. And if we keep on burning up all these right nows on lies and living through the lies, living them out, then we're not benefiting anything. But I'm sure I'll make some more videos because I have to clarify. I'm kind of opening a can of worms right now. But I'll get into more people that I listen to, more books that I've gone through that's helped me through uh, discovering myself, and how we can make a good change, a real change in ourselves, our ways of thinking, and get away from the authority power structures, cops, military, uh, even the riots and gangs, whatever, um, just to really start getting our power back from them and empowering ourselves. And I know some of us will be in situations that we can't get out of, like some police and military people. The only reason they do that job is because they need a paycheck. You'll hear it all the time. I'm just doing my job. I've been told that by cops. Well, I'm just doing my job. Your job is robbing people. Your job is taking private property. Your job sucks, man. Your job sucks. And you just like to push people around and be a bully. I mean, it sounds like a bad job to me, anyways. The only thing you get out of it is maybe a bigger house. This whole isolation of society don't sound very fun. You're protecting these people. You're protecting the people that are destroying the structure and the governments of what was truly should have been, what everyone thought was truly being set up to benefit and show us freedom. You're helping them take those freedoms away with pride. And we've got to understand that you can stop doing that. you know if you're not doing that, you're not taking anybody's houses, you're not taking anybody's car, you're not taking or there to make sure that any of this stuff does get taken. um, you're backing a lie. And we're all here, should be there to help everyone. And if you didn't realize, if you are a cop or whatever watching this, there are people out there that will help you too. And I'm sure there are people out there that you have helped, and there's more people out there, I'm sure, that you've pulled over and taken money from, or what, in a roundabout way. If you don't pay your taxes, you get kicked off your land because they didn't pay you. That's where you get your paycheck from, is through taxes, taxation, theft. I didn't voluntarily give any money away. There are jobs for you out there besides being a cop. You can teach people how to take care of and defend themselves. You can set up um, militias. You can set up anything. But could you imagine a country that was totally free and knew when and how to defend themselves at all times? We would be infiltrating other countries, not infiltrating them in a physical aspect, but our way of thinking would infiltrate other people's ways of thinking, overseas, they would open up, be more free. We'd have a more free and open society to where nobody would really have any reason to mess with anybody unless they were causing harm. And if they were causing harm, we know how to stop it. We know how to put it down and make it so it doesn't happen anymore. And I don't know, get off on tangents and rant sometimes, but I guess I just wanted to get that, put it out here, and see where it goes. And if you like it, you can subscribe. I don't know how many videos I'll be putting out or how often I'll be doing it. So, but I really wanted to maybe just be another voice. Maybe this is the video that you find to say, okay, I know I'm going to look this up. I want to be sure. I want to go to Rambly's channel. I want to get this book, or at least look it up on the internet and see where it goes. Okay. I'll see you all soon, or you'll see me soon.